Hey everybody, it is December 4th, 2021, and it is the 4th day of Advent and the 4th day of Tiny Secret Present season. And so I have two Advent boxes that I want to open with you. This is my Devere Yarns Advent calendar that is spools of different colored silk. And then I have my Forbidden Fiber Co. Yule Ball Mystery Stitch Along. Let's start with this one, and here is the fourth day, the 4th day of, ooh, it's a gold. I might already have this color. It is Saddle. I don't have this color, but it's kind of an aged, kind of like an old gold color. That's really pretty. And then the second one is an envelope today. So I won't be able to show you the pattern. I'm going to pull it out and pause you. Hold on one second. Okay, so we're back in business. I obviously can't show you the pattern, but it does come with Persephone. And we have words. We have words on the pattern, and so that'll be really fun to stitch. That is today's Advent. This beautiful gold. Actually, they go really well together. Look how pretty that is together. Fun. So that's it from me. Sorry I keep moving, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Hey everybody, it is December 5th, which means that it is the 5th day of Advent and the 5th day of Tiny Present season. It's early in the morning, my coffee's currently brewing, so if you hear water dripping, it is not a leak, it is coffee dripping, the elixir of life. So let's try and find 5, because, oh here it is, because I didn't look. So this is my Devere Yarns Silk Advent Calendar. Ooh. And this is called Desert. It's beautiful. And I'll show you in sort of my face, segment, but I did open this one up and it is divisible. It's a 12 strand, which is what I was hoping for. So this is Desert. So you can use it as a thick, shiny, like multi-stranded, or you can divide it into 12, just like, DMC divides into 6. So that is that. We have our 5th tiny present. I'm not going to guess, but it is knotted, so I'm going to put you down and pause this while I open it. Okay, so it comes in this velveteen bag, this pink velveteen bag, and it's a star. This is very rainbow themed. So this is a needle minder, suns, moons, and stars. When you think of celestial, you think of the sky. The star needle minder will keep track of your needle anytime you need a stitching break. I constantly lose my needle. I'm losing my needle all the time, but because I stitch in hand, I can't use this. However, it is very cute. Ooh, you can hang it. That's clever. And there's a little button on the back. So that is day 5 is a needle minder. So here we have our 2 tiny gifts for December 5th, the 5th day of Advent and tiny gift season. We have our Desert Silk from Devere Yarns and our needle minder from Forbidden Fiber Co. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, December 6th, and we are in our 6th day of tiny present opening season. And you may be hearing my dog wandering around. We had a really bad thunderstorm. It's actually much later than normal. We had a really bad thunderstorm, and he is definitely in like safety mode right now. So he's wandering around following me. Anyway, it's December 6th. It is the 6th day of tiny present opening month and the last day of Hanukkah. So happy Hanukkah. I hope you had a wonderful holiday season and celebration. So first I want to open up my Devere Yarns Advent Calendar, and this is the 6th here. And this, as I keep saying, is, ooh, bright green, is a silk Advent Calendar from Devere Yarns. Ooh, look at that. Capsicum. I don't know. I always read everything like that, like when I was learning Latin in grad school. That is a beautiful green. And our second Advent calendar is the Forbidden Fiber Co. Yule Ball, and that is a piece of the pattern and also the floss for the day. So I'm going to open that up off camera and show you the floss and describe maybe what I'm seeing in the pattern now. So we now have Saturnalia, which is a variegated blue-green white with little bits of pink in it. It's like speckled with pink. That's really very, very, very pretty. And on the pattern, which I can't show you, we now have words from the last one, but we have, it looks like a garland of some kind and a tiny Christmas tree, maybe a person? I don't know. I don't know what, there's a weird shape that looks like it could be a person, but it might be a house. I don't have any idea. So I need to get stitching. Oh, we have new straight stitches too. So this is in straight stitches as well. This is our day 6 layout, and it's very green themed. It looks like it feels very green today. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, everybody. It is December 7th, which means it is day 7 of Tiny Present season. I have 2 tiny presents to open as per usual. The Devere Yarns Advent Box, which is spools of silk. So let's see what we have in 7. I did look ahead of time, so I feel very proud of myself. Ooh, is that a purple Imperial? Look at that purple. There we go. That's beautiful. Ooh, that'll be something fun. And regal and imperial. So put that back. And then we will go into the Forbidden Fiber Co. Yule Ball Mystery Stitch Along. I have had some issues with my stitching for my stitch along, which I'll talk about later on today because it's Tuesday, so there will be a video today. So let's go get our package. I love these like holographic packages. They're very pretty. I'm gonna pause you and open this up and we'll see what it is. So I'm not usually a guesser, but that's hard. Now I'm wondering. I have like no curiosity. It's the weirdest thing. But now I'm curious. It's a corner gauge. I was thinking it might be a corner gauge. Ooh, this is a nice thin one. Ooh, so many options. Now I have 2 nice corner gauges. That's awesome. We absolutely adore these corner gauges made by our friend Anne at Twin Mommy Creations. They're the perfect tool to measure the distance from the corner of your fabric to start your project. So today we have purple and clear. Oh, and it has stars and moons on it. We're very on theme. This is great. So that's it for my tiny presents for the day, and I will see you in a few hours in face video. So I'll see you then. Bye. Hey everyone, my name's Christy. Welcome to my corner. Thanks for joining me today on this Flossmas Tuesday, where I am going to give you a closer look at the Advent gifts that you just saw opened in my little vlog style opening from the Devere Yarns Advent Calendar, which is spools of silk, and also the Forbidden Fiber Co. Yule Ball Mystery Stitch Along. And I have an update on that stitching as well, which I kind of alluded to in that final video. I also have some stitchy kindness and some other things. And then we're going to end with a flip through of this Needlecraft magazine from 1928 that Toni, the Stubborn Stitcher, sent to me. So I think that'll be really fun. If you're interested, I mean, if you're not interested, it's a video, you can just fast forward through it. So we're going to do that as well. But first, I want to remind you that you can find me on Instagram in 2 places. You can find me at Dr_Christy, and I'll put them both right here. And that's where I post pictures of terrifying Victorian baby cards, which I'll show you in a moment. Thunderstorms, apparently, and stitching and other things. And then I also have my spoolery account, which is my jewelry and home decor made out of vintage wooden spools, like these earrings that I commandeered because I wasn't wearing any earrings today. And I'm like, oh, these go really perfect with my shirt. So those are now mine. So if you're interested in either my stitching stuff and daily stuff or my spool stuff, you can find me in those 2 places. I just figured not everybody wanted to be spammed with spool content, which I was right about. Also, don't forget that I have my 1,000 subscriber giveaway on my week ago, last Tuesday's video, and you will win, and the winner will win this adorable bag, which is hilarious, and some stitchy goodies inside of it. So just a reminder about that. I will put a link down below. No, I won't. I'll put a link in the up here. I'll put a link up here to that video which is where you're going to comment to win this stitchy prize pack in the possum bag. So let's look at some Advent stuff. The quicker one is from Devere Yarns, and that is what this is. And that is just spools, not just. This is spools of silk embroidery floss from Devere Yarns in the UK. And this is the size 12. No, it's not. It's a size like 72. Their thickest silk. 12 is their second thinnest silk. It's size, I think it's 72 silk, but it has 12 individual strands. And I had mentioned this last week and then like never looked into it. Well, I looked into it on Saturday. Looked into it on Saturday, and I took one out of the package and I looked at it, and it is divisible. This is the one that I wanted. It was a thick one that's divisible by 12. Day 6 was capsicum, which is this beautiful green. 7 was this one, which I just showed you, which was imperial, which is a deep purple. 5 was desert. And then you saw 4, which was saddle. But they're beautiful. I'll show you the whole thing when it comes to that, but here we have our other colors. So there we go. That's where we are with Devere yarns. Forbidden Fiber Co. We got 2 patterns, 2 pattern pieces, and 2 colors. Maybe just 1 color since last time I saw you on Friday. But I have since put them on a ring. I think you saw Persephone, but I'm going to show it to you again. It's this beautiful blue color. It's a little bit purpler than that, I think. And then the final color that we got yesterday is called Saturnalia, which of course is a Roman festival. And Persephone is also, well, Greek, but you know, they borrowed a lot. So I find we're very mythological happening here, which makes sense since the fabric is mythical. Let's talk about that. And then we got 2 things since I saw you last. We got a 2021 Yule Ball corner gauge, which is awesome. I have an awesome corner gauge that I got from Jody at Trixie Tricycle, but I like organize projects in this building, which is separate from like my home. It's like it's like right next door, but it's outside. And so now I can have one for in here and one for in the house, because I set up projects at both places. So that'll be really, really useful to have 2 good sturdy gauges. And this is nice and thick. It's like acrylic, nice and thick. So we got that. And then we also got this cute little needle minder, which is a star, a resin, looks like resin star. It's adorable. Resin star in a little baggie. Let's talk stitching. I'm only showing you one whip today because I'll show you my my actual whips in my floss tube on Friday. But I had a struggle. So this is where I am with my mystery stitch along. I have some of the white, the diamond, and oh, it's upside down. I have some of the diamond in. You can see it here. I think you can see it. I can see it. And then I have some of that Persephone in. And as I was doing the bottom letters, I noticed that I had like globs. Let me fold this again. I had globs of white all over here, and it wasn't lining up. And what I realized is that this little glob here, I had added 5 extra stitches and shifted them down a bit. Now, if they had just been shifted down a bit, I wouldn't have worried about it. But I added 5 stitches. So everything over here was 5 stitches over. And because it's a mystery stitch along, I don't know what's happening. So I don't know if that's good enough. So I spent yesterday evening ripping it out. I just cut it right out. It was too much to pull out. And I was feeling very like time out. Like wait until this is done time out. But once it was out, I felt much better. So I don't remember who says this, but somebody that I watch, I think it's Nadine from Nad's X Stitch. I think she's the one who says that if you're going to frog something, do it before you put it away, because otherwise you'll never get to it. It was either Nadine or Needlecraft Dani. Anyway, someone says this and I believe them. So I frogged all of the stitches out here, and I
felt much better afterwards. So I'm glad I did that. I think that once I get a couple more layers of color, I think I'll feel better. Part of the problem is that I really can't count. And I haven't mentioned this in a while, and I have a lot of new people. So I struggle with counting, and I struggle with a lot of things like that. I have a mild form of dyscalculia, which is like dyslexia only with numbers. And part of that is like counting and like remembering names and stuff like that. So I really struggle with this. And so I think mystery stitch alongs probably aren't for me when they're in color by color like this, just because I need more input. I need, like, after about 5, I would say 5, counting like to 5, I lose track and I get all messed up. So I think that I'm going to put this away for a couple days, maybe until next week. I'll get a couple more colors from this, and then we will see how that goes. But that was I was so frustrated. I was so frustrated. I mentioned creepy babies. Those of you who follow me on Instagram have already seen this. I've decided to join into the floss drop swap because Toni, the Stubborn Stitcher, who gave me that Needlecraft book, which I'll look through in a bit, also gave me a Victorian card, a creepy Victorian baby card. Long story. I'll talk about it on Friday, because this one I want to be kind of like relatively short. But I made him into business cards, which will be turned into floss drops. So there we go. I bought 1,000 of them because it was a really good deal. If you want some floss drops, some terrifying creepy baby floss drops, message me on Instagram, the Dr_Christie Instagram, and I will get these out to you. I have to punch holes in them and get them prepared, but like I said, I bought 1,000 of them, so I'm sending out 10 at a time. And I'm hoping that these little guys will help me find the haunted baby card, which I still have not found. Although I would like to point out that the sun has not come out since these came in the mail. Coincidence? I don't know. I do have a wonderful eBay purchase that I'm super excited about. It was a really good deal. I got some silk yarn. This is from Corticelli Silk Company. And it is not focusing. There we go. And it is so shiny and soft, and I want to use this for weaving. It's like it's great. I love this. It's so silky smooth. I love it. Love it, love it. So I have 4 of this color, and then I have one that's a light blue. And speaking of weaving, I got an amazing gift from my friend Valerie, who is a knitter and a spinner, and she used to dye fiber. So she sent me some fiber that she figured she knew she wasn't going to use it for anything, and when she saw that I was starting to weave, she thought that I could use it, and it has gotten me so excited about weaving again. Like, I am so excited about weaving this week. And in fact, since I've stopped working on this project, I think the time I put into that, I'm going to put into weaving, because I want to make more weavings. Like, look at my weaving. I love my weaving. So I'm going to show you the amazingness that she sent me. So we have, and it's all like chunky, like texture, which is so good for weaving. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that color and texture. Like a Halloween. Oh, a Halloween weaving. This for Halloween weaving. I just decided. And then we just have a purple, which is gorgeous. And oh, this is so soft. Now, some of these she dyed the fiber and someone else hand spun it. And some of these she hand spun. So that's amazing. Look at this. It's so like slubby. Oh, it's luscious. It's so squishy. I love it. And then wait for this one. This one's great texture. Look at this texture. I love it so much. This one looks like cotton candy. Or, as I found out from watching Gail's videos in Australia, fairy floss. I love it. And I think candy floss in the UK, in England. Anyway, we call it cotton candy. And that's what that looks like to me. a greens. Oh, these are so beautiful. More green. So these are going to add some really amazing texture to weavings. Look at that one. I love this color combo here. This color combo is like my jam. Look at that. And then this one is so silky. This one's super silky. I mean, you can see how shiny it is. So I am really looking forward to using these. Thank you, Valerie, so much for sending these to me. I will absolutely put them to good use. Well, I'll put them to use. Whether it's good or not is someone else's judgment. But I'm really excited about these, and they're really getting me excited about weaving. And I think I might make myself a loom. I have some frames that I might make myself a loom in. I'll do some circular weaving. I'll do some loom weaving. Anyway, it's going to be amazing. I'm excited. So that is my happy mail for the week. I did have a question about this egg. This egg here. There we go. This egg here. And I was going to talk about it in this video, but we're getting a little bit long. So I think I'm going to leave the egg explanation to Friday. But it is an eggshell. So it's a decorated eggshell, which I'll talk about on Friday. I'm excited to announce that everyone is pro brooch. So this is my brooch that I made from the mini masterpieces pattern I got on Etsy that I showed a couple weeks ago. My friend who saw this told me that it was ugly and that nobody wears brooches. So I did a formal and an informal poll. And in all cases, it was 100% pro brooch. So some of it was like, I'm not, or I guess it was 100% not anti-brooch. We'll say it that way, not anti-brooch. And so there were some like, meh, I can't take them or leave them. There were a lot of people who said, I love brooches and I like wearing them. There are a couple of you who started wearing brooches after I asked the question, which is awesome. And there were a couple of you who said, well, I like brooches on other people, but they're not really my thing. So I screenshotted that poll and sent it to Christine, and she was thoroughly chastened by her bad opinion. So thank you for your vindication on the brooch subject. I still haven't finished it, but I will eventually put a little metal on the outside. So before we go over to the other table and look at this Needlecraft magazine, I have a musical interlude for you. It's been a while since I had a musical interlude, but everyone's been singing for the holidays. So I kind of wanted to get in on the holiday singing. And this was, I posted this on Instagram yesterday or 2 days ago, and I've been singing it this whole time. So there is a stitch along that I'm not a part of, but that some of my friends are doing, called Dinosaur December, where people are stitching dinosaurs. And my friend Vanessa posted her progress, and I posted the lyrics to a dinosaur Christmas song. So I'm going to sing it for you. If you could see me, I'll do my hands now. I won't do my. It's beginning to look a bit Jurassic. Everywhere you go, pterodactyls are in the air, and T-Rex's only care is his arms won't grow. So there you go. There's my holiday dino song. I only have one verse, and that's probably all it's going to have. But it just made me laugh, and I've been singing it for like 3 days. I cracked myself up. On that note, let's head over to my work table and we'll take a look at this magazine, and then I'll see you back here at the end. Okay, I'm super excited about this magazine. I don't get the chance really to like look through these vintage magazines, so being able to do it with you is really fun. And I can't really see, I can only kind of see the camera. So I'm sorry if something gets out of place, but it basically covers the magazine, so I'm hopeful it'll work. So this is the Needlecraft magazine from November of 1928, and they are clearly doing counting work on the front here. And I love the little basket. Okay. There is a considerable amount about Thanksgiving, I think, in this magazine. And we've already talked about the Thanksgiving myth and the more accurate version of that, so I won't go into that again. This, of course, is very 1920s, white focused and incorrect. I would love to, I hope that someday I have the chance to just like read through this. But we have like stitching on chairs. That's fun. Lessons in embroidery for beginners. Curtain straps. That's really pretty. The bag that never goes begging. I like these. It's almost quilted. It's like quilted. Oh, it is quilting. Italian quilting. Can you see that? Oh, you can. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Italian quilting right there. And here we have different stitches. This looks like a satin stitch. This is a cross stitch, and I don't know what that is back and forth. But it's like a altered satin stitch. Here we have the pattern, which I don't mind showing you. But here we have the pattern for this drawstring bag, which is pretty. Oh, there's a train coming, apparently. Some tatting. I actually have a vintage tatting book that's coming in the mail. So here we have some tatting, ideas of tatting. Some tatting and lace, which is fun. Laundry bags. Dogs, Scotty dogs. The puppy and the bumblebee. And I think that you could have bought these patterns. I think that's kind of what this is about. And then of course we have ads. And I love ads. And this is a color ad, which must have cost Campbell's Soup a lot of money. But here we have tomato soup. And the fun thing about the 20s is that that's when sort of canned goods really started making their appearance on the scene. And so this was like brand new, and this changed lives and made things so much easier for women. Ooh, look at this cross stitch design. Who wants to stitch that? Some of these are actually kind of pretty. Like we have the birds and the, what's it called? Like the urn. Oh, it's card suits. That's interesting. Listerine for a sore throat. Food facts for home folks. This is again more Thanksgiving, which I don't want to get into. But I do love the ads. I'm sorry. This is probably going to be most about ads, not about needlework. Home decoration. Ooh, here's some dyes, soap dyes. That's cool. And then we have some patterns of 1920s dresses, which, you know, drop waist and asymmetrical ruffles. Very, very 1920s. I love it. Here we have some small stitching. These look like cross stitches, but they're doing it on, it looks like on a knit piece or a crocheted piece. A bonnet. More dresses. Ooh, scarf and centerpiece in filet crochet. But here we have more like business attire, which is jackets, but it's still the drop waist, very, very 1920s. Geese, bunnies. And of course, this is definitely for women, right? Because we have cooking and clothing and children and that kind of thing. Which and I find this really interesting that a lot of it is how to. It's like a women's magazine. It's not just a needlecraft magazine, not with like needlecraft only, but it's also style and home decor, and cooking is kind of like the Housewives or the Wives magazine. Here we have some embroidery. A footstool cover. Interesting. More dyes. Needlework pattern. Needlework book. Hot handle holder, which I have one of these in silicone for my cast iron pan. A golfer. Boil fast mercerized that. Oh, this is J&P coats. I have lots of their spools. Another color ad, which is beautiful. It looks like red was definitely like the third color in this magazine. Well, the second color in this magazine, so black and red. But here we have Christmas cards. You can order a Christmas card package. How much is this Christmas card package? Send only 2 yearly subscriptions to Needlecraft Magazine at 50 cents each. We will send your subscribers the magazine, and we will send you the Christmas assortment described above. So you get, for $1, you spend a year of this magazine is $1. It's 50 cents. You spend 2 of them, and you'll get this whole card assortment. I love knowing prices. I like the mundane parts of history, I have to say. Christmas gifts to make at home, a fire screen, a footstool. Oh, because it's a glue. That's great. It's a glue manufacturer. Water softener, cuddles, a doll. Live rubber arms. That's terrifying. I'm not going to bring back that creepy baby card again to show you. Borax. I actually have 20 Mule Team Borax in my kitchen. I love borax. Okay, I might look at what murine is. Here's an ad for murine for when your eyes get tired. I bet it's something terrifying that you should not be putting in your eyes. Pillowcases, 89 cents for a pillowcase. Man. A correspondence course for making pastries and running a tea room. Lewis Tea Room Institute. Fascinating. I love it. Hooked rugs. You can make hooked rugs for money at home. Aspirin. Ha! This one here is about ivory soap and it floats so you don't lose it in your bath. I love it. Hot handle holder. Japanese eggshell china. I do actually have some Japanese eggshell china in blue that my aunt gave me. Directions for stitches in crochet. That's fun. And Pillsbury flour. I love it. So that is this Needlecraft book, the Needlecraft magazine from November 1928. It is part of its time, and so it has these, you know, it has some stuff about Thanksgiving in it that I've talked about before, but it does have some delightful articles that I would love to read at some point, and it has some simple patterns and also some ads, and I love ads. So I hope that this was just fun to take a look at, and I will see you back in the corner. I hope you like that flip through. I hope to do a couple more flip throughs throughout the month. I'm expecting some more journals coming, and I have some kind of vintagey stitching books, and I just really love them, and this gives me a chance to look at them too. So I'm going to leave you with that, and I will see you on Friday for my regular floss tube. Don't forget to enter into the 1,000 subscriber giveaway that I mentioned earlier. You can find that at my last video and comment over there. And that giveaway is being drawn on Friday, so you don't have much time for like fun stuff. And then we'll have another giveaway on Friday as well. I'm going to do a giveaway every Friday for the month of December. Again, thanks for joining me. I'll see you on Friday. Please take good care of yourselves and have a good one. Bye.